This is Jonathan Agger here for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by the man himself, The Weight Concept. If you've not already seen, check it out. Great stuff you're doing on YouTube, man. So welcome to the UK. How are you finding it?
Dude, I love the UK. I've always said Clapham's my second home. So no, I do. I love the city, man. I've had a blast since I've been out there. The people have been rocking with me, so I love it, man.
So we've got KSI against Swarms and a load of other fights this Saturday. What are you looking forward to most?
Oh man, there's so many good ones. Honestly, yes, I'm looking forward. Probably the most is just seeing KSI get back in. You know, it's been 3 years. The people, it's at a fever pitch, right? We all want to see it. He wants to be back in. The scene is alive again because he is the king of this thing. Him and Jake Paul, and he's back. Outside of that, I'm excited for my boy Faze Sensei to get back in. He's got another 3-year layoff he's coming back from, and I think he's going to surprise a lot of people as well. King Kenny taking the challenge of fighting him. Slim and Temperrr, probably one of the fights that honestly should have been made a while ago, and now we get it on 2 weeks' notice, but we still get it, you know. And Dean the Great, Sam Hyde, there's a ton of guys I want to see, man.
What was your reaction, obviously, when Wasabi pulled out, and then Jake Paul says, I'll fight you for free because his opponent fell out, and, you know, what was your reaction? Because when I spoke to Jake in April, he said KSI needs a fight first, so were you surprised?
That Jake was saying, "Oh, I'll fight you for free." No, man. Jake is a master manipulator of the situation, right? And it's what they do, and it's not a bad play. He understands the game, so of course he was going to put the challenge out there. Did he actually mean it? Probably not. But Jake is one of the guys that does want the credibility of the pro scene, but also wants to make sure people know he's still the king in this shit, right? Use my language, but that is what Jake and them do, and it's a smart move. You know, Alex falling out, I think a lot of people had a misconception about. Guys get hurt. It's the fight game. That's going to happen, right? And so when that happened, it's super unfortunate for Alex, but Jake saw an opportunity and he took it, and fair play to him. It was kind of the perfect storm.
Now, we all know the narrative with Jake that he hasn't fought a pro boxer yet. You know, he was meant to fight Tommy, Hassim, didn't happen, and now KSI's going to fight a pro boxer. Do you think that was intentional?
Oh, 100%. KSI and their team knew exactly what they were doing with that fight. The talent level, you know, skill for skill, we could have that debate as to KSI's opponents and Jake's opponents, but at the end of the day, the title, pro boxer, was absolutely in their mind when they went after and got Luis Pena.
Now, obviously, if KSI wins this fight, he wants Jake Paul next. If that happens, you know, it's a massive pay-per-view, but how would you compare it to some of the biggest possible fights within sort of professional boxing? Spence Crawford, Fury, Usyk, those type of fights, Tank against Ryan. How does Jake Paul KSI perform pay-per-view compared to those ones?
I'll say this, the skill level won't be there because obviously the talent level of Tank and the 35ers and Bud Crawford and Errol Spence is off the charts. But if we're strictly talking pay-per-views, with the right build, with you know, the perfect setting, this could be a 2 million buys. This could be 2 million domestically. I don't even know what it would be worldwide. This could be one of the biggest fights, top 5 ever, possibly, because there's so much that has led to this moment. Depending on the price, I should say too. You know, we got a younger audience here on YouTube, but there's so much. The rivalry, the family rivalry, the sibling rivalry, all the way up, the build, the back and forth after the Gib fight. Gib was supposed to take Jake down, didn't do it. Jake said, now who's next? Give me KSI. We couldn't get the fight. It's been years, but finally, if we do and they lock it in, the world's gonna explode, man. Hell might freeze. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's one of those fights that we've wanted for so long and it's evaded us, but when it happens, good God, watch out. The numbers are gonna fly like a lottery ticket. It's gonna go crazy.
And last on this card, Deji obviously back in action. How much does he need a win on this card?
He needs a win bad, and that's what's fun about this fight. Not only does he need a win bad, but so does Fousey. 3-year layoff for Fousey. Again, some say one of the worst performances we've ever seen in the scene. And Fousey's been working his tail off, man. I've seen it. I've been at Jackrabbit Boxing in Long Beach. I've seen him put in the work, and I know Deji has too. I've talked with his coaches. I've talked with Daily Perales, and the difference in mentality for this fight. Both guys know how much it means and how real their reputation being on the line here is. They have to win this fight. It's a must-win or go home, really.